Good morning, students. In continuation of alkenes, in last video we will see here chemical properties of alkenes. Okay, so many chemical properties are there. Okay, we will see continuation of chemical properties. Okay, alkenes mainly involved in electrophilic addition reactions, or this may be involved in free radical addition reactions. Free radical addition reactions or electrophilic addition reactions. Under the sunlight only, under the sunlight or at high temperature, these involves in free radical addition reaction. Otherwise, this involves in electrophilic addition reaction. Always this involves in electrophilic addition reactions. Okay, here we see the some important chemical properties. First chemical property is hydrogenation. First chemical property is hydrogenation. What is the meaning of hydrogenation? Addition of hydrogen we call as hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen we call as hydrogenation. Okay, here I am taking one alkene, general alkene. General alkene formula is this one. Or CH2, the bond CH2. This is the general alkene formula. This is addition with hydrogen in the presence of nickel at 150 degrees centigrade temperature. At 150 degrees centigrade temperature. What happens here? Okay, it involves in addition reactions now. Hydrogen added, one hydrogen added here, another hydrogen added here. We get here CH or CH2, CH3. Finally, we got alkanes. What is the statement here? The hydrogenation of alkene in the presence of nickel at 150 degrees centigrade temperature forms alkanes. Okay, forms here alkanes. Here also same CH2 double bond CH2 addition with hydrogen in the presence of nickel at 150 degrees centigrade temperature. Hydrogen added to this one and it becomes CH3. This is we called ethane. Forms ethane. Okay, next in continuation. Here I am taking one simple molecule. This is we called 6 carbon atoms are present, cyclohexene. Add here in presence of nickel 150 degrees centigrade temperature forms cyclohexane. That means hydrogen added here and we will get here cyclohexane. Okay, this is the one simple chemical property, hydrogenation. Then in continuation we will see the one more chemical property, halogenation. Addition of halogen we called as halogenation. Addition of halogen we called as halogenation. Okay, see here in continuation what is the halogenation. Same reaction instead of okay here H2, here I will take halogen atom. Here I am taking RCH double bond CH2. Okay, X2. Here X may be chlorine, it may be bromine, or it may be iodine. It may be iodine. What happens here? Okay, heat in the presence of carbon tetrachloride as a solvent. What happened here? X added to this one. One X added here, one X added here, double bond becomes single bond. Double bond becomes single bond. And here are CH2. Here one X, here one X. 1, 2. The name, IUPAC name of this molecule is 1, 2 dihaloalkane. Okay, this is vicinal dihalide. What is the meaning of vicinal dihalide? If two halogens are present at adjacent carbon atoms, see one halogen is present here, one halogen present here, two halogens are present at adjacent carbon atoms, then we call as vicinal dihalides. Vicinal dihalides. Here I am taking one simple molecule ethene. Ethene addition with Br2 in presence of carbon tetrachloride. What happened? One bromine added here, one bromine added here, we will get here CH2 Br, CH2 Br. This is we called 1,2 dibromo ethane, or this is also called vicinal dibromide. This is also called vicinal dibromo ethane. Vicinal dibromo ethane. For example, if we take this molecule, what happens here? See, okay, reacts with Br2 in presence of carbon tetrachloride. See here, one bromine here, one bromine here. We'll get same 1,2 dibromo cyclohexane. This is cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Okay, next in continuation we will see some more chemical properties. Some more chemical properties. Okay, third one, hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation is nothing but addition of HBr or HI we call it as hydrohalogenation. Addition of HBr, okay, we call it as hydrohalogenation. Okay, the hydrohalogenation absorbing symmetrical alkenes and in unsymmetrical alkenes. Symmetrical alkenes and in unsymmetrical alkenes. Okay, in symmetrical alkenes, what is the meaning of symmetrical alkane? If any alkane can be divided into two equal halves through a double bond, we call as symmetrical alkane. What is the symmetrical alkane? Any alkane can be divided into two equal halves through a double bond, we call symmetrical alkane. Okay, this is one of the best example for symmetrical alkane. CH2 double bond CH2. It is one of the symmetrical alkane. This is the APC name of this molecule is ethene. Add here HBr. Add here HBr in presence of carbon tetrachloride or any other. Hydrogen will add here and bromine will add here. What you will get here? CH3, CH2, Br. Only one compound form. This is called bromoethane. Bromoethane or ethyl bromide. Bromoethane or ethyl bromide. Okay, this is symmetrical alkene. Okay, but in unsymmetrical alkenes. In unsymmetrical alkene. What are the unsymmetrical alkene? The alkene which cannot be divided into two equals through a double bond, we call as unsymmetrical alkene. We call as unsymmetrical alkene. What are the unsymmetrical alkenes? What are the best examples for unsymmetrical alkenes? Or one alkenes are best example for unsymmetrical alkenes. All one alkenes are the best example for the unsymmetrical alkenes, except ethene. Okay, here I am taking one simple molecule, propene, CH3, CH double bond, CH2. This is one propene, one propene addition with HBr, one propene addition with HBr, in the presence of carbon tetrachloride or in the presence of hydrogen peroxide and sunlight. H we call as sunlight. Okay, sunlight. Okay, in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, this reaction proceeds through Marconi rule. Already we know about the Marconi rule. Just I don't want to explain here. Last videos we have the Marconi rule. Okay, hydrogen added here, bromine added here, but here, okay, one is follows Marconi rule, another follows anti-Marconi rule. Okay, here I am giving Marconi rule, and here I am writing anti-Marconi rule. What is the Marconi rule and what is the anti-Marconi rule? Okay, here HBr minus now, it is one of the electrophilic addition reaction. This is EPAR, electrophilic addition reaction. This is free radical addition reaction. Free radical addition reaction. What is the Marconi rule? The negative part of the system, that means Br minus here, the negative part of the system should be attached to the carbon. Okay, carbon which has less number of hydrogens or more substituted carbon in alkene double bond, we call Marconi rule. That means negative part of the system attached here is second carbon, that is the major product, and then one more is minor product. See here, first H added here, CH3, CH2, CH2, Br plus CH3, CH, Br, CH3. This is 2-bromopropane. 2-bromopropane, it is a 1-bromopropane. Okay, here, according to the Marconi rule, it is a major product. It is a major product. This is a minor product. According to Marconi rule. And here both are compounds are found. Both are the positional isomers. Positional isomers. What are the positional isomers? The compounds which are having same molecular formula but different position of group or atom. Functional group or double bond we called as positional isomers. These two are the positional isomers. This is a major product. This proceeds through 2-bromopropane proceeds through secondary carbocation. Here I am writing it is proceeds through secondary carbocation. Okay, it is proceeds through primary carbocation. Okay, secondary carbocation is more stable. Secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. So this is major product and this is minor product. Okay, this is the just Marconi rule. Okay, next in continuation we will see the one more important rule, that is anti-Marconi rule. What is the anti-Marconi rule? What is the anti-Markovnikov rule? The negative part of the system should be attached to the carbon which has more number of hydrogen atoms. Which has more number of hydrogen atom, we called as anti-Markovnikov's rule. We called as anti-Markovnikov's rule. This type of reaction observed in the presence of hydrogen peroxide and sunlight. Okay, so it is observed in the presence of peroxide now. That's why it is called peroxide effect. And this completely explained by this equation, this mechanism completely explained by Karash. So we called first this one we called peroxide effect. And this is also called Karash effect. Karash effect. Okay, see, negative part of the system is here free radical reaction takes place. Presence of sunlight now free radical addition reaction takes place. Negative part of the system is here Br minus Br dot should be attached to this carbon. CH3, CH2, CH2, Br is the 1-bromopropane. It is major here. This proceeds through secondary free radical. Okay, plus CH3, CH, Br, CH3, 2-bromopropane. It proceeds through primary free radical. Okay, secondary free radical is more stable than primary free radical. So this one is major product. This one is minor product. One is major product and other one is minor product. This is we called as anti-Markovnikov rule. Again I am defining Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule. What is the Markovnikov rule? Negative part of the system should be attached to the carbon which has less number of hydrogens is called Markovnikov rule. What is the anti-Markovnikov rule? Negative part of the system should be attached to the carbon which has more number of hydrogens. We called as anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect or Karash effect. Okay, just this is about the addition of HBr to alkenes. Hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation reaction follows two principles. One is Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule in unsymmetrical alkenes. Unsymmetrical alkenes. Okay, next in continuation we will see addition of HOCl, NOCl, water and Cl2. Okay, see these reactions. HOCl means hypochlorous acid. HOCl means hypochlorous acid. NOCl means nitrosyl chloride. Okay, H2O and water. We'll see what happens here. H2O or water or H2O or Br. Okay, any other we'll see in continuation. First, here I am taking this important reaction CH2, CH2. Okay, this is the symmetrical alkene. Symmetrical alkene, here write OHCl. HOCl is hypochlorous acid. Here, oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine. In this reaction, oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine. So, oxygen gets negative charge, chlorine gets positive charge. Then, here electron transfer towards any one of the carbon. Any here we get positive, here we get negative. Negative reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative. And we get here, see, CH2, here positive na, OH. Here CH2, Cl. Such type of molecules are being called as chlorohydrines. Such type of molecules we called as chlorohydrines. Chlorohydrines. And what is the IUPAC name of this molecule? Bond 2. It's a function group, it is a substance, so I gave numbering for this functional group. Okay, we called 2-chloroethanol. This is we called 2-chloroethanol. This is among the symmetrical alkenes. What about the unsymmetrical alkenes? This is ethene, symmetrical alkene. Next, here I am taking unsymmetrical alkene. Unsymmetrical alkene means already we know about that one, 1-propene. This is the 1-propene. 1-propene addition with HOCl. See, these electrons here, both carbons are same. Nothing will happen. Only we will get one product. But here, these both carbons are not same. Different. And here, addition of this negative part of this system to carbon based on the Marconi-Cox rule. It also follows Marconi-Cox rule. That means Marconi-Cox rule, Marconi-Cox product is the major here. Okay, here what happened? CH3, CH first, OH added here, Cl2 added here. Okay, this is the one product. We'll see what is the name of this one. Okay, here Cl and here CH2 OH. Two compounds are formed. What is the name of this one? Give the numbering. Left to right, right to left. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1-chloro, 2-propanol. The name of this one is 1-chloro, 2-propanol. Negative part means here OH minus na. This is only major product. Why it is major product? It proceeds through secondary carbonyl ion. It proceeds through secondary carbonyl ion. And here this is called 2-chloropropanol. 2-chloropropanol. 2-chloro-1-propanol. It is a minor product. Why it is minor product? It is proceeds through primary carbonyl ion. Secondary carbonyl ion is more stable than the primary carbonyl ion. That's why here we get this molecule. Okay, and right here CH3, CH3, H, double bond CH2 plus HOCl. What is the product and which is major? A plus B are formed. What are AB? What are AB? And identify major product. Identify the major product. This is about the reaction with HOCl. Always reaction with HOCl means it follows Marconi-Cox rule only. Compulsory question. This is an important question for NEET point of view or CET point of view. Okay. Then in continuation, we'll see the one more reaction. NOCl. NOCl means nitrosyl chloride. NOCl means nitrosyl chloride. Okay, here also oxygen chlorine bond is there. Oxygen chlorine bond is there. See, symmetrical alkenes. CH2 double bond CH2. NOCl. NO minus Cl plus. This is nitrosyl chloride. Okay, nothing will happen in symmetrical alkene. This is ethene and it is symmetrical alkene. Nothing will happen in ethene. Nothing will happen in symmetrical alkene. Okay, right here reactions now. Here NO, here CH2Cl. Okay, what we call this one? Nitroso chloride. We called nitroso chloride. We called here nitroso chloride. Nitroso, give the numbering here nitrogen 1, 2. Okay, here 1 nitroso, 2 chloro, ethane. Symmetrical means we get only one product. We take unsymmetrical alkene. NOCl, NO minus Cl plus. Here we get two products. One time, here also it is also proceeds through Marconi O2. It is also proceeds through Marconi O2. What happens here? See, two products are formed. Here NO, here CH2Cl. One more is there, CH. Here Cl, CH2, NO. This is 2 nitroso. This is 1 nitroso. Okay, here which is major product? Negative part of the system is NO. Okay, negative part of the system is NO. This is major product. Why it is major product? It is through secondary carbonyl ion. This is minor. It proceeds through primary carbonyl ion. Primary carbonyl ion, secondary carbonyl ion. Secondary carbonyl ion is more stable than the primary carbonyl ion. Okay, this is we called one more reaction addition with nitrosyl chloride. Then in continuation we'll see the one more important reaction. Okay, what is the meaning of Cl and water? Cl2 and water or Br2 water, okay, or Br2 water or I2 water, all are same. Cl2 water means when water reacts with chlorine, forms HOCl. Okay, it forms HOBr. It forms HOI. This is called hypochlorous acid, hypobromous acid, hypoiodous acid. All are same, follows only unsymmetrical alkene. Okay, we are reacting with water and chlorine means we are reacting here HOCl. Water and chlorine means, okay, here HOBr. Water and iodine means HOI. And the reactivity of this one is more than this one. Chlorine water is more than the bromine water than the iodine water due to the more electronegativity. And here we are reacting H2O plus Cl2. H2O plus Cl2 means it is nothing but HOCl. It is nothing but HOCl. Same last this reaction. Same as this. I am writing reaction OH. Here Cl. We call it chlorohydrins. Chlorohydrins are found. Here same CH3, CH, OH, CH2Cl. This is the chlorohydrin. 2. 1 chloro, 2 propanol. 1 chloro, 2 propanol is the major and follows Marconi O2 along with this CH3Cl, CH2OH. Z2 chloro, 1 propanol is the minor. It proceeds through secondary carbocation, it proceeds through primary carbocation. That's why this is major product, that one is minor product. That one is minor product. Okay, just this is about the addition with HOCl, addition with NOCl, addition with water and chlorine. Okay, here also follows Marconi's rule only. Okay, in continuation, we'll see some more chemical properties. Okay, thank you.